Hi everyone and welcome to Positively Kimmie. I am Kimmie. If you are new here, welcome. This is a safe space. And if you're one of my returning subscribers and my besties, hi guys, how are you? I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday, where I tell you all about Kimmie and the chaos that is Kimmie, and whether it was a thumbs up week, thumbs down week, or one of each. If you saw my thumbnail, you think it's one of each, but we're not exactly sure yet. So if that sounds good to you and you want to stay with me and hear about my whole entire week, give me a like, a subscribe, a comment, an emoji, do all the things, and I would appreciate it because I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd like to grow this channel, and I'd like for all of you to become one of my besties. So I have my little notepad here with everything that I am going to, you can't see it because it's in green, that I'm going to talk to you about. First is the hospital. Now, I went in from Friday the 23rd to Thursday the 28th. I was in for 6 days. For some of you, you already know this. And I had a small bowel obstruction and my intestines were impacted. And what you don't know, though, is I had some excitement in the hospital when I was there. And that is I was lying there on Wednesday night, I believe it was, and all of a sudden it was like 10:30 at night. I had my lights off. I was just getting ready to get ready to go to sleep because I was tired, and all of a sudden I hear this crash, and I thought something fell off one of the ledges that I had something on in the hospital, and I looked and nothing there, and all of a sudden I look up and part of the ceiling actually fell down right next to my bed, and I was like, oh, this is not good. And the other part, the rest of the ceiling, also came down next to my bed. Thankfully it did not come near me. Like, my bed was right here and the stuff fell like right here. Okay, so I was in no danger of getting hit, but there was a leak, and I'm looking at this leak, and now it's 11 o'clock. I called the nurses in, before 11 o'clock I called the nurses in, and I'm telling them, okay, my ceiling just fell. And they said, okay, we're going to call maintenance. Do you want to switch rooms? I had a huge room, all to myself, probably the size of my living room, all to myself, with a bathroom and with what I was there for and everything they were giving me to help me poop. I didn't want to go in a room with somebody else and have a small space. So I was like, no, just move my bed over to the other side of the room, which is exactly what we did. They call it maintenance. And I'm thinking, oh my God, they're going to be drilling. They're going to be doing this. They're going to be doing that. Well, because the whole section of the ceiling fell off, and I hope I can insert some pictures, but I don't really know how to do that, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But because the whole ceiling fell off in this one part, so it's like a drop ceiling, so there's tiles, and one full tile fell down altogether. Actually, 2 full tiles fell down altogether. Because of that, they came in and they're looking and they said, oh yeah, there's a really severe leak here. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. It's coming down every 3 seconds is a big plop of water. Well, instead of them fixing the leak, duct taping the leak, whatever you need to do for a leak, they decide they're going to stick the drop tile right in the spot where the leak was and where the ceiling was missing and not fix it. Because why would we fix something that is clearly broken, And I figured, okay, well, the next day they're going to come up because I'm being discharged or whatever the next day, because this was Wednesday, so this would have been Thursday. I was being discharged, and they're going to definitely send some people up, and they're going to fix that. And no, they don't. They just bandage everything so it looks pretty, but it doesn't last, and it's going to continue to break that ceiling because the leak is so bad. So they never fixed the leak, but they did fix the ceiling, and it was 11:45 at night by the time they got out of my room. So that was a little excitement that I had in the hospital. The second thing was my grandson FaceTimed me every day. He was so cute. He's going potty now. and he's being potty trained. He's not going potty every single time, but he's being potty trained. And he is just, you guys already know. You know how I feel about him. And when he would FaceTime me, I was like, I have to get better. This is what I'm here for. I love being called mimaw. I mean, that's his name for me. And no one else has that name. So I know that's, when he's calling mimaw, that's exactly who he's calling is me. And I love it. So him, my son, and my daughter-in-law would call me every day, and he would get on the phone and talk to me. And mimaw, look, excavator. mimaw, look, balloon. You know, it was just so much fun. And because of him, I'm able to get better. And I swear he is my motivation 9 times out of 10. And then I get home from the hospital, and my sister lost the keys to the one car. We have 2 cars in the house. One is a Honda Fit, and the other one is a Nissan Sentra, I believe. And the Honda Fit, we only have 1 key for each car. We don't know what happened to the other ones. I'm not even getting into it. They're the chip ones, so they're very expensive to have made. And she had lost it. I come home, I don't know where your keys are. I don't know where you put them. I just gonna sit there and watch everybody look for them. I can't get involved in this. And turns out that the next day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get my nails done. I wanted to do something for me that didn't involve needles and things like that. And I showed you guys my nails already, but I'm gonna show them to you again because they're so pretty. So I got my nails done. And while I'm sitting there, she calls me up and she's like, oh, we can get a tow truck because we don't have the key for the car. We can get a tow truck to come to the house for $80, which is a really great price. Most of them are $125 and up. You just have to send them $30 through PayPal as a deposit. Okay, no problem. I'm doing my nails. I'm getting annoyed because I'm doing my nails and I'm having to try and figure out how to send them the money while my nails are getting done. And I send the guy the $30, sent her the picture of the $30, and so she can send it to him to show proof that we paid. All of a sudden I get another frantic call and she's like, he needs another $20. Now that should have been a red flag to all of us, but it wasn't. It was not. And I'm like, okay, you know, am I going to get this money back? And she said, yeah, Mom said you can take it from her. And now because we didn't have a key for the car, we would have to have the car towed to the dealership, which is probably like 3, 4, 5 miles away, something like that. I don't know exactly. And then they would have to put in a key, program the key, and do all this stuff. And just the key alone was going to be over $300 and something, plus $125 for towing. We tore this house upside down. We're flipping over furniture. We're looking in the couches. My couches tend to steal stuff. And we're looking all over the place for these keys and can't find them for 2 days. 2 days. All of a sudden, so we got this tow truck driver, and he says he's on the way, he's coming, and it was one excuse after another. Needless to say, we were scammed out of $50. He still has not shown up. He still has not answered my Facebook post. I'm trying to get the money back through PayPal because that's how I paid him. And hopefully, because 2 days ago was Labor Day, because of the holiday, hopefully they'll look at my complaint and give me the money back. I'm hoping. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I don't want to be out $50. Turns out that we're going to leave to go do something. I don't even remember what we were going to go do. And my sissy had some clothes on the door, and under the door, she hung the keys, and we found the keys. So we don't need the key, but we are going to have a spare one made just in case, So that was a big to-do. And in the middle of all this, she's getting calls saying, you know, you have to leave money for a deposit on your apartment so we can hold the apartment for you because you found an apartment. So she's like, okay, I have to pay over $300 to $400 to get a key made between the towing and everything else. Then we have to pay to have a deposit for the apartment, which $400 to hold an apartment is not a lot of money, and she knows that. But thankfully it worked out where we found the key. Thank God. Mama found the key. Because we tore everything apart for 2 days. My furniture was upside down. It was a disaster. So that happened then. Then her birthday was yesterday. The 2nd, September 2nd was her birthday. So that was Monday. And I'm not allowed to say how old she turned. I'm the only one that probably knows her real age, but I'm not allowed to say how old she turned. But the entire family was over except for her one son, who's visiting friends in Chicago right now. And the baby was here, and my son's new girlfriend was here, and my son and daughter-in-law were here, and it was just... and her son, my nephew who lives with me, was here. And it was just such a nice day. And because things had worked out with the car and finding the key and not having to spend all that money, it was wonderful. But we went to Carvel to get Fudgy the Whale. Now, I don't know if you remember Fudgy the Whale from back in the day, but he was only like $23. $40 for this ice cream cake. It's ice cream. That's it. Milk, eggs, whatever else you put in ice cream, whipping cream, I don't know. The ingredients, I don't know how to make it. But $40 for a cake yay big, literally yay big. They had a bigger size one if you wanted it for $44. And I'm looking at my nephew and I'm like, am I reading these prices right? Like this, you can't be serious that Fudgy the Whale is $40, like $39.99. Then we had to get the candles and cake plates and stuff. So it was like $50 just to have cake. And we weren't even like feeding everybody. We just said, all right, you're all welcome over for cake. You know, we're not doing a big dinner or anything like that. She didn't want to party anyway. But $40 for Fudgy the Whale. Like, are you kidding? I know the price of things have gone up, but $40 for an ice cream cake? That's just like up here somewhere. I don't know. So I told you earlier my grandson is potty training. And when he was at my house, he's like, Mima, I need to go pee-pee. So I run into the bathroom. I don't have a potty for him yet. I'm ordering one from Temu really soon. And I had to stick him on the toilet bowl, pull back the pants. He had to go forward. It was a project, but we managed to do it. Everybody was clapping for him when he came out. It was awesome. And today he started his first day of school. He's been in daycare and they have different programs, and today he's a squirrel. So he went from infant to something before toddler. I think it was called Sweet Pea. Then it was toddlers, and now he's in squirrel. And next year he'll be in pre-K and then start when he's 5 years old in kindergarten. So that has been my week. Whether or not it's been a thumbs up or thumbs down week, I'm still not sure, but everything ended up working out like it always does. We prayed to St. Jude to help find the keys, and it obviously worked. Not in the time frame that we were hoping, but we didn't have to put any money out and have the car towed, so that was a blessing. And that's it. So that was my crazy week since I've been home from the hospital. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, if you wouldn't mind doing all the things, liking, subscribing, commenting, even just a little emoji, I would really appreciate. And be happy, be healthy, be blessed, and most of all, be positively you, because there's no one else quite like you, and that makes me so incredibly happy. You guys rock. Love you.